Good morning. Topic for today devotion is God hates laziness. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. For there is no work, nor devices, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave, whither thou goest. Ecclesiastes 9:10. Bible reading Colossians 3:23 to 24. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartedly, as to the Lord and not unto men, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance. For ye serve the Lord Christ. Bible in 1 year. 2 Thessalonians 1 to 3. Message. Many people have misunderstood Genesis 2:2. They feel that God had been resting since it was recorded that he rested on the seventh day after his work of creation. However, in John 5:17, Jesus said, My Father worketh hitherto, and I work, meaning that God is not idle. He is busy. God is a diligent God, and he never sleep nor slumber. Psalm 121 verse 4. When you read through the Bible, you will notice that God always choose diligent people whenever he needed to use men for his agenda on earth. When you read the account of how Jesus chose his disciples, you will see that they were all busy at work. When he called them, Peter was fishing in his boat, and so were James and John, the son of Zebedee. Mark 1:16 to 20. Matthew was sitting at a tax collector's boat when Jesus asked him to follow him. Matthew 9:9. God never called or anointed lazy people. He called diligent and prudent people because he hates laziness. Lazy people cannot get the best from God. This is because they will waste whatever resources he gives to them, and it does not like wastage. Whatever is in the hands of a lazy person will not be maintained or nurtured properly. In Proverbs 24:30 to 31, Solomon said, I went by the field of the slothful, and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding, and lo, it was all grown over with thorns, and nettled had covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. If a fellow room is always rough and dirty, that is the sign that he or she is lazy. If a person does not always meet up with his or her deliverable at work, school, or in ministry, it's also a sign of laziness. Another symptoms of laziness is recorded in Proverbs 26:13. The slothful man said, There is no a lion in the way. A lion is in the street. If a person always talk about doing something important, but he or she is always giving one excuse or the other for not doing it yet, it means that he or she is lazy. Beloved, God will not give you his resources or take you to great heights if you are lazy. Evaluate your life in all humility, and if you find any symptoms of laziness that I discussed above, make genuine efforts to effect the necessary change towards, and make diligence your watchword from henceforth. Key points: make diligence your watchword.